Welcome back to the Boys on the Field podcast. This is episode 27. We got a great one for you. I'm joined by Anthony Santia, Anthony Lancione, and Ethan Gabor. Boys, how are we doing?
Very good, very nice. You know what they say, draw, 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 and everything's okay.
We
It's the way she is right now, baby.
we will be recapping the New York City FC game, another draw, like Santia mentioned. We'll then get into our preferred starting 11 for Toronto FC. Fraser might need some help on this front, so we're gonna come up with a good 11, and then after that, any sort of updates in world football that we're looking at. Lancione, I'm going to you, Big Tones. I know you got some things to say about New York City FC. How did you feel about that game? Another draw for us, but take us through it.
First thing I want to say, I totally forgot that those guys still play in Yankee Stadium. Is there any team in the MLS that plays in a ballpark?
Not,
Or
I don't
does
think
everyone
so.
have
Not
their own
besides them,
field?
though.
Oh God, no, they got to get out of there, man. That is so brutal to watch. I still
Well,
remember.
they have their new stadium coming.
They do? Okay, thank God.
Yes.
Because I remember at least now it's not as bad as it used to be, where you'd still have like the diamond kind of
Yeah.
cutting into the field back when Pirlo was playing there. Seeing that, but it's just it's terrible. They honestly really sloppy game by TFC in possession, I found a lot of times. They just the New York press was just getting to them. They were just panicking on the ball way too much. Passes into the feet were way too hard. You want to have mustard on your pass, but they were blasting it into each other. So the first touch was just bouncing everywhere, and they were losing the ball in all sorts of bad areas of the pitch. And New York just had so many chances. Honestly, we're lucky to get a draw this game, I found.
Hmm.
And yeah, just not much going forward outside of some shallowy shots outside the box. He seems to be like our only player generating any sort of offense, just trying to take shots, which I like. Yeah, that's why he's probably been our best attacker this year so far. But yeah, just
I'd agree
another,
actually.
Yeah,
yeah, just
Yeah.
I
I'd
feel like
agree. I think
Most
I feel,
consistent for sure.
he's the
I
healthiest
f-
one.
Yeah.
I feel like Odysseus right now trying to get home to a win. We
Mhm.
can't do it though. Can't
can't
do
do
it.
it.
Can't
We
get
can't
home.
do it. Ethan, talk to us about seeing Mihailovic back. I know he got the goal. Do you think this is going to make any difference going forward? And we've kind of missed him through injury in the last few weeks, or even more than that. We're looking for a win. Is this the key, having him back?
I would hope so. I mean, we finally get to see Mihailovic and Sargent in the starting 11 together. Like prior to that game, I think the stat was they'd only played 33 minutes, I want to say. Like, and again, it was Mihailovic's first start since March. You mentioned the goal. Obviously, that's a big part of what we need from him and what we need from this team is there's just a lack of that going on throughout the season. The key is just keeping these guys healthy and actually getting consistent minutes to have them play together because and we'll get it more into this when we talk about kind of our ideal starting 11. But the reality is like TFC have not fielded a what I would call sort of like I would say this was their strongest lineup that they were able to put out this season. And if you're not getting that consistently, you're just not going to be able to win matches. I mean, it's that simple. So I liked what he saw, but we need to make sure that they're actually like still playing and that they can actually get consistent minutes together because we see that it does look better and they feed off of each other and it's better for this team. So hopefully that can continue, but I have no clue if it will at this point. I mean, we haven't been able to see it at all. So I was happy, but going forward, we need it more. Plain and simple.
I completely agree. So we saw him got 71 minutes
Mhm.
in another draw. For those of you who didn't watch the game, it was 1-1, a ninth minute penalty from New York, and then Mihailovic scoring later in the game as well. Santia, what do you think of? I mean, I know what you're going to say, but talk to us a little bit about this current run of form that we're going on, or lack of form, I should say. 13 games without a win. Our last win was April 4th against the Rapids 3-2. Are you seeing anything different week to week in this team, or is it just much of the same?
It's a different starting 11 each week, whether that's because of injuries or Robin Fraser just struggling to field the same 11 for whatever reason that is. It's unfortunate, it's stupid, it's frustrating as a fan to see this happen. It's also just boring to watch. I mean, to be completely honest, like we said, draw, 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 sprinkle in a loss, another seven draws. It's annoying. We're not watching anything. I mean, even when John Herdman was in charge or Bob Bradley, it wasn't fun. I mean, maybe it was fun under Bob Bradley because we had the excitement of the Italians coming in before we really saw what had happened. Cough,
There
cough,
was some fun
Insigne.
under Herdman, I would say, for like the first little bit of
I
that.
liked Herdman.
Yeah.
I liked
It was
Herdman.
it was
Yeah,
what did them in was Copa America basically, and them just
the
losing
drone
guys. Then they
scandal.
went on, and then they
Yeah.
went on. Well, I mean, just that season in particular,
Yeah,
dude, Herman, like that team was balling. People
he,
forget like the first half
yeah,
of the season, they were pretty
We
dang good.
were, bro.
Like,
Actually, sorry, not to interrupt, but I just watched a highlight. It popped up on my TikTok of Insigne's uh like banger. I think it was against Charlotte or something, and when
yeah,
he cut into the right
yeah,
and then he ran right to Herdman and gave him like the biggest hug ever. And I
that
was like,
was that
oh,
was the that was
in
the
that
home
moment, I
opener.
thought it
That
was
was the
gonna
home
work.
opener that year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thought it
yeah.
was gonna work.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Sad times.
players liked Herdman. They played for Herdman.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
always brings energy to his sides, including Canada, as we've seen.
And
Well, we
Frazier's like the exact
Indonesia now.
opposite.
Yeah, Frazier, man, just even when I make the clips, like obviously I search up, I have to find photos for the clips. Every clip, he just looks so dejected. Like the guy's just,
You find the worst pictures of
dude,
Robin
But that's what he
those
Fraser,
always
those
looks
are the
it's
like.
only ones.
hilarious.
Those are the only ones though. That's the thing.
That's what he
Like
always looks like. He has no emotion on him, like good or bad. Like he's just
like
there.
I implore you, go search up photos of Robin Fraser. That's all you're gonna find. I'm not trying to find photos to push a narrative. Just 99% of them are just him looking frustrated or just not bothered about what's
Just
happening.
dejected. Like that's how he always looks. Like he just like doesn't care. Like there's no emotion in that body.
But just to go back to Tone's point about just the New York game. Yeah, see, look, you searched it up. That's the photo. Just to go back
Off
to
the rails
Tones'
quick.
point about the New York City game. One, them playing at Yankee Stadium is very stupid. I don't like it. You can see the bullpen is on the field for them. Um, Two, the dimensions of the field, the length and width are just silly. I mean, it looks like a high school soccer game, honestly. And when you talk about them putting zip on the passes and it just kind of bouncing away and everything, you have to understand that's not the length or width of the field they're used to playing on because it's not a professional field. They're used to pinging it 60 yards away, but they don't
Mhm.
have 60 yards because that's goal to goal at Yankee Stadium. So it's extra tough you having to change your entire style of play for the one game because just their pitch is just super super small and it's frustrating to watch. It's annoying to see. Definitely the cameraman's easiest day because he doesn't really have to do much. He kind of just goes like this to this and you see everything.
Is
But
it
yeah,
grass or turf?
It's
I think
grass.
it's grass.
It's
Yeah,
grass.
Gotta be terrible
it
grass.
looked
Further,
terrible. Yeah.
yeah. Further to your point, Santi, as well. Just because I saw the stat, whatever. TFC have won one game at Yankee Stadium since I think because when did New York came into the league in 2015? What was it?
Yeah, 15, 16,
They
Yeah,
something
they
like
they've
have
been there
that.
for
Yeah.
a
they have
while.
one win, and their only win was in
Playoffs?
2016 during the playoffs. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
their
that was a
only
big
win at
win.
Yankee
That was a big
Stadium.
win.
They've never won away at Yankee Stadium in a regular season match.
Do a
I
lot of people win away there?
Probably not.
It's just
I couldn't tell
an
you, but
ugly
yeah, like
place to play.
it's they have a 1-6-6 road record there.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jeez. Um, uh, Mention of a player who's recently come in. I think it was his second appearance. I think he got like 70 minutes or so. Dorsch, what do we think of the new signing? I know we need depth kind of all around the team, but specifically in midfield, an important position. Seems like a pretty solid player, and he's here to compete at least. What do we think of Dorsch and his impact over the last two games? Ethan, I'll throw it to you.
I mean, listen, I won't lie. I have not noticed him insanely. I will say this. I mean, he was in the starting 11, what's it called? He was in the starting 11 last game, right?
Yeah.
Um, I mean, he looked solid, like he was comfortable with the ball, I guess. He was passing the ball pretty well and also seemed to be spreading it decently. Like, other than that, I can't say too much about what he's been able to do, but like that's the thing I've noticed is he looked comfortable at least, I guess, is the
But
big
nothing
thing.
special.
But yeah, like, and again, it's early. Again, he's coming to a new team. Obviously, it's weird timing too, especially coming over from Europe and you're now playing in like meaningful games kind of in the summer. which is obviously very different than what they're used to. But yeah, the biggest thing is I would just say that he looked comfortable and willing to move the ball. Those are the two things that I guess stood out for me in terms of watching him play.
All right, we'll see his impact in coming games. Hopefully, he can add something and help turn this team around. I know we have, I think, Philadelphia next. Big Tones, what do you think? Are you excited about the possibility? I know they're saying that with
New England
Mihailovic
next.
back,
It's New England next.
New England
Yeah.
next. My apologies. They're saying that in the next game or two, we might see finally that Sargent Mihailovic partnership that we've been longing for since Sargent signed. Does that give you any sort of positive outlook on the coming games? Do you think that there's a chance to turn things around here?
Yeah, as long as they're just consistently out there and getting chemistry together. Because if we actually really think about it, at least I know we'll get into this with our lineups, but this front four that we put out, they definitely have not played a lot together throughout this whole year. So there's just almost no chemistry. So you'd hope that each game that they start together, for the most part, obviously you'll rotate for other reasons, obviously, but the more games that they get together, the more chemistry that they build together, you'd hope the better they play together. Because I think there's just a lot of quality up there. They just have to get it going, man. Like, as simple as that sounds, they just have to get it going. Like, we've seen them do things individually, either throughout their careers or in brief moments with us. So we know that they can do it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hopefully,
Well,
because right
yeah,
now Sargent's robbing us blind with the money we
yeah,
spent on him.
we will see. I think we're all hoping that Sargent can turn it around, and maybe Mihailovic can be that key. Before we move on to our starting 11 for TFC, I do want to mention as well that NYFC, since the World Cup, back-to-back wins on a bit of a high. They're fifth in the East, so a draw away from home at a place that we don't win very much isn't the worst result, but I feel like we're saying that every single week, so not much there. But we will head into the,
Sorry, another crazy fact, just further to your point too with New York, man. Dude, they were missing like 10 guys that game, including
yeah, there we go.
Martinez and Morales. Like,
Yes, yeah.
yeah,
So we'll take it. We will take it. We're going to move on to our next segment now, where we will build. We're going to help Robin here. I know Santia is itching to get into that coaching staff, so this is his chance to do so. We're going to build our favorite or our preferred 11 for TFC. I know there's four of us, but hopefully we can come to a conclusion, or we can all conclude in one.
we did this before.
Team.
Like, we can do it
We
again.
did actually, yeah, for Canada.
We
True,
did
yeah,
it
we
with
did.
Canada.
If you didn't,
So many
if you
more
didn't,
options.
Yeah,
a lot
that's
more
true.
options.
That's true. It is a little bit harder. Yeah.
If you didn't listen to that podcast, go check it out now. It was actually a pretty good one. I think we nailed a majority of. Did we?
Yeah, we got a lot
I
of
think
it
we're
correct.
about 90%.
Well, also too,
right.
the injuries and stuff also changed.
Yeah.
And we were wrong
Okay.
with the keeper, but
yeah, I wasn't.
you were right.
I was right.
You
Okay,
got
starting
it.
with we'll start with the keeper now. My guy. He's been having a few good games now. Really starting to get into it a little bit as the number one for TFC. Luka Gavrin, I think, is an easy start to this 11.
Chalk. Yeah.
Not many other options. Any
disagreements
there?
I think
All right.
the only other option is Dero's son, who I
Well,
don't know how many
Yarbrough.
pro games. Oh yeah, but like,
yeah.
But yeah, it's
So we'll move on. We'll move on. We'll move. Yeah.
The only reason why
okay.
these draws aren't losses.
Yeah,
To be
no,
quite
he's
frank.
That's a
come up
fact.
big in a lot of these games.
And the fact that we're saying that is crazy. But
compared to what he was, remember at the start of the season, we were talking so much
Since
about
that-
how he
since
just didn't
couldn't
look
even catch a
confident
ball,
in that
bro.
and everything. He's improved. He's improved tremendously from the start of the season.
Since the goal, I'm telling you, the goal, he's went like that. It's
it kind of
confidence
was
boost.
a turning point. Like you're not totally wrong there.
All
Yeah,
right,
it was
we'll move
crazy.
on to another, I think, kind of solidified member of this 11, Richie Larea at right back. Any disagreements there?
right back, left
I
back,
would put him
wherever
at
you
left
want
back.
Left
but-
back. For me, in my 11 that I built, I actually have him right back
I have him
Okay.
left back.
because I have Kobe Franklin on the left.
Yeah,
See,
they're
I
so
have that
interchangeable.
opposite. I have
me too.
Kobe on the right.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. So both of them fine being in the 11. Are we?
Kobe's
I know we're gonna-
one that's reluctant to me, but like it's just what
know.
other option do you
I
have?
know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's
I
the
know.
only
And when
reason
he's
he's
good-
there.
When Kobe Franklin is good, I think he's a real asset to this team.
But
a
it's
lot
just
like
rare when
a,
he is.
yeah, a lot like the other members of the 11. I think it's tough to kind of get him to that point, but
Yeah.
I think when he does get that to that point, I think he's quite good.
Yeah.
I'll
And
let
he had a tough game last game too. Like, let's be
yeah,
honest.
I'll,
So,
I'll let
but
Santia take over the center back options here. What are you thinking for center back options, Santia?
Well, I think the first one is the man with the infinite concussion. Zimmerman has to be there when he isn't concussed.
yep.
For
Truthfully,
Man
just
City.
just the fact that like he's the general of the back line, like obviously one of the greatest center backs of all time to play in the MLS. He's one defender of the year many times, all-star many times. I don't care how old he is, he's by far our best option. He has to be in there. I think that's another unanimous one. Um, Next center back, I would have Kusevich. He was very good when he
Okay.
was playing.
Okay, okay.
But I don't know what Frazier's fascination is with Gilman, but the guy's played almost every minute for the last 2 months straight.
Yeah.
So I think either or is fine, I guess, even though Gilman gave up a very stupid pen. Not this previous game against New York, game prior that ended up making us lose last minute. But that's who I would put in center back. I don't really know if the two anybody else is someone else. I think Zimmerman 100%. You can kind of really toss up for
Yeah,
the
I think we're locked in on Zimmerman. I
Zimmerman's
think
definitely locked. I mean,
yeah,
I would say there's definitely an argument for Gomes in that spot. Not again, he's injured right now, but see, it's tough, man, because like so many guys have been injured and we haven't seen them at full health and we're not able to see them consistently. But I would say that there's an argument to have Gomes in there.
yeah.
I want to throw out another name that I know is going to piss Big Tones off because I think I've heard him complain about this guy a little bit, but I don't mind
What?
Monlouis.
Yeah, I don't mind it either. I agree.
I think I think he's that face that Tones his face there. I like him. I think he's. I mean, like we've been talking about,
He's young.
options in this team are few and far between. He's one of the more healthier players that we've seen. I know that's a low bar, but I still think he has a lot to give. Like Ethan just mentioned, he is young. He did come from the Arsenal Academy as well, so
Mhm.
he has a bit in him. He has to, and I just think it's very hard to stand out as a decent player in this squad right now with how just kind of blah it is. Everything is just kind of not working for anybody. Injuries left and right, no momentum. So I want to throw Monlouis out there, not just say that he has to be in the 11 because we have to come to a decision, but I want to toss that name out there.
Well,
Mhm.
Tones can break the tie here if he just says one of the three we said.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had
True.
Kusevich in mind as well. I liked
Okay.
what I saw
Okay,
from
we'll
him
go
earlier in the
Kusevich.
That's
season.
fine.
I don't
We're just
know. I
I
don't
tossing
like
know.
out, we're
that.
tossing
I
out
like
Yeah,
names
that.
here, boys.
I'm just
Yeah.
tossing stuff out. I like that. I
yeah.
think
Gotta
Kusevich is money.
we can't just all have the same thing.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I
We're
like that. I like
tossing
that.
out
So
names.
right now we have Gavrin, Franklin, Kusevich, Zimmerman, and Lorea as our
Yep.
back five.
Yep.
And
Mhm.
we head into the midfield where I think it's kind of
I
safe to
think
say
it's
again
pretty
with
chalk.
lack of options.
I think it's pretty
Uh,
chalk right now.
is Dorsch in this 11
I
straight
would
up
put him
from
in
what we've seen?
100%.
You
I would
have
put him
to.
in as
Yeah,
well.
You just
Yeah.
paid 4 mil
Okay.
for him. You kind of have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. And then next to him, Sorio,
It's got to be still. I
gotta
mean,
be.
I
it's
Maybe his last year is like a solidified member of
yeah,
this
I mean,
11.
I've long been saying it. He shouldn't be a starter still in this league, but the reality is who else are you putting in that
I,
spot?
I have Coelho.
yeah. So do I.
Mhm.
See, I like that. I don't mind that at all. I think that
Okay.
might be the future. I think Dorsch and Coelho. I know Dorsch isn't the youngest guy either, but I think that could be. I like that. I think Coelho is very very
Dorsch has some good
good.
defensive work rate though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
And
does. He
Coelho does
does.
as well, but he's more of a like nice
Ball
passing
player.
option. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
defensive
he's more of
mid-ball
a ball
player.
player.
So are we saying
Um, okay, so I think we're pretty good right now for the seven that we've mentioned: Gavin, Franklin, Kusevich, Zimmerman, Lorea, Dorsch, and Osorio. And then now we just have the front four, if you will. I think Mihailovic has to be in that 10 spot
yep.
when he's
Mhm.
healthy. Again, I think that's kind of locked in. And then up front, so Sargent, I guess, gets the start because
Yep.
again, lack of options and
Yep.
the amount we've spent on him.
Sure.
Um, I'll let Santia. I'll let you introduce one of the other two on each side of Sargent. I want to see if we're in disagreement here. I don't think we will be.
Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. I have Shaloi. He's been
Yeah.
not only our best attacking option, our most healthy attacking option. Kind of, traded for him before the season began, came in guns blazing. He's really the only guy, only attacker that hasn't gone down with a big injury this year so far. Knock on wood, knock on everything. Please, God, don't let him get hurt. Yeah, I think Shaloi has to be running down that left flank for anything really to happen. Because
Mhm.
again, you don't want to get into the situation where it's Jordy feeding Sargent, but you have three guys on Sargent, and then that's kind of it. You're stuck. You have Shaloy there. That's another top option. We know he can score. We know he can make things happen. Jordy's goal against New York only happened because Shaloy had a good shot, and the keeper gave up a very big rebound. So
Yep.
yeah, I'd have Shaloy at left wing.
I agree. I think he does tend to be at the center of anything good that's been happening to us this season.
Most
Ethan, I'll throw it
consistent
to
player
you.
this year. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree. Ethan, I'll throw it to you on that right side. Is there an obvious option?
I am putting Theo in that spot. I think
I would
that
as well.
that is the best option. I think that that front three is probably the best that you can field. You guys all seem to already be in agreement with that. So I don't think there's too much there to debate. I think yeah, Shallow, Sargent, and Theo. I think those are your three best options up top.
Yeah.
Now, Big Tones, I'll throw it to you for this one because I do think there's a name mentioned that isn't maybe the most consistent, but he has popped up in big moments. He has provided some big moments for us. DeAndre Kerr, does he
Mm.
deserve a spot in this 11, or is he just kind of outside that?
I think he's just outside. Like he'd probably be the next name that you could throw in there. Like if you got to just rotate the squad for whatever reason or injury, like that's the first guy I'm throwing in there. And then honestly, if he's outperforming any of these guys, leave him in.
Yeah,
You know,
he's a good
if he
threat.
earns it, he earns it, right?
For
Yeah,
sure.
good. He's a good guy to have for competition because he can play, like Tones just said, he can play in any of those front three positions. So, yeah, I think he's a valuable member of our team, but I do agree. I think he's just outside that 11. So, just to recap our 11, Luka Gavin and net. We have Franklin at left back with Kusevich and Zimmerman at center back, Larea at right back. You can flip Franklin and Larea all you want. Dorsch and Osorio with Mihailovic ahead of them in the midfield. And then we have Shaloui, Sargent, and Corbianu.
So pretty much the
Yeah.
exact same lineup they put
Yep.
out in the game, except
That
for
well, no, that and
Vucevic.
that's what we said. Is like that was the strongest
Yeah.
lineup they
Yeah.
had. I
This-
mean, other than like
if we-
Gilman, like
We just need reps, like Tones
Yeah.
mentioned before. We just need reps. We just need Sargent, Mihailovic. We just need Dorsch. We need all these guys playing on the same pitch.
we
consistently
need
together.
consistency and we need health.
Yeah.
Like those are the two
And a
biggest
new
things. And
manager.
we keep coming back to them week after week after week. Like
Yeah,
It's-
like so for next game, which is actually quite far from now, it's like next Saturday.
It's the 15th.
yeah.
Even if
Or
it
turn to
is like
BMO Field.
Gilman's, even if it is still in Gilman in the back line, put this exact same lineup out
Mhm.
from last game. Put the exact
I like
same
it.
lineup
Yeah,
out. Like
Yeah.
I like it. I like
I'm
it. I mean,
cool.
that's how you need to build some sort of cohesion. Yeah.
100%.
So that
1000%.
is our TFC starting 11. We've recapped the New York City FC game as well. That's going to be it for us with TFC. We're going to move on now to
Can I
just
just
kind of
mention
general
one thing?
football news.
They
I
got
also
yeah,
got to
Seven
mention one
Blues.
thing.
yeah,
Okay.
go for it. Yeah.
Mine isn't necessarily super TFC, it's MLS. So if anybody else has a TFC thing, go first.
I do. That was not
Okay,
a penalty.
TFC, go for
That was not a penalty.
it. I actually forgot to ask about that. I just
That
gonna
was
ask that.
not a penalty, bro. What are
Take
you?
it.
What
We
are we
need all the help
saying?
we can get.
That was
We need
so
all the help we can get.
soft. That was so soft. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It's because of the Yankee Stadium pitch. It affects
You
players.
just
It's-
you're kind of
it affects the referee's vision as well.
The ghost of
Man,
Derek
like
Jeter.
what's
he
the
gets
point
messed
of
up by
VAR?
the seats in like a different arrangement.
Yeah, he's got like the field of dreams going on. He's seeing players where they're not.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness.
Santia, I'll let you mention an MLS thing. I have an MLS thing as well. It might be the same as you, but I'll let you go for it.
Yeah, former TFC player by the name of Tyrese Spicer is popping off right now for Orlando, and it really pisses me off because last year when they got rid
That
of
name
him,
is banned. That name is banned on this podcast.
yo, but when they first traded him, did I not say you are stupid? You have a good young guy. I don't care if he wanted to raise.
No, but he wanted to leave.
He wanted to get out.
because he wanted a
he was
raise, and they
out.
said no. But that's why,
He can't. You can't ask for a raise a year after you've been
Yeah.
drafted when you've done nothing.
buddy.
So yeah, we like you. No, but we can't say yes to that, and he can just be an adult and be like, "All right, fair, I'll prove myself a
Yo,
bit more." But he
No,
goes, "No, I'm
I'm
going to
with
bounce
I'm with Ben here.
I
this
could
guy out of
say
here,
yes,
out of
man. Come
here."
on. But look, if you're playing for a team that's owned by MLSC, one of the richest organizations in the world, and they're going out and they're spending millions on Berna and Insigne, and
But
yes,
you
I
still have to adhere
understand.
to you have to adhere to the cap aside from
Yeah,
GP.
because they've already given that money out, so
I
there's
get
so
that.
little.
I get
Like, you
that.
can say
But
it's bad management getting those two in, which we've talked about, which I would agree with. But at that point, you can't. You only have so
Mhm.
much to work with there.
now
So
I
think he's
understand Spicer obviously went overboard, asked for too much money, and then said, "Well, you know what, trade me." But also, you didn't have to. Like, you
No,
didn't
I
have
know
to, right?
but
you
but
didn't
at
have
that
to.
point when the relationship sours to that, like
Yeah,
My
what
thing
else
is,
are
you
you
did
get
they
him
gonna
at
out.
do?
least
Spicy tea, you get him out.
I
did they at
love
least
Okay,
it.
try
let's.
negotiating like a middle ground? Like, okay,
I
we'll
We'll
give
don't
you
never
a
know.
know.
small raise,
We'll never
not
know.
the
Yeah,
raise you want,
I
but a
know.
small
Well,
one, just to like,
anyways, in his last 3 games, he has 3 goals and an assist, and now his strike partner
God,
is Antoine Griezmann. So, yeah,
That's
Yeah.
gotta
so
love it.
annoying.
I'm
That's so
pissed.
annoying.
Yep.
My news out of MLS is that the incoming new commissioner of the MLS, Larry Berg, has already put a rejection stamp on the idea of promotion and relegation. It's been announced, which kind of disappoints me. I thought we were kind of heading in that direction. I thought once you got enough teams in the league, you might be able to kind of figure out a way to make that happen. Obviously, with it being such a massive area with a bunch of cities all over the place, it's hard to not have the two conferences. But that has been completely rejected already. He hasn't even come into the job yet. He's already
Mhm.
done that.
you'd
So
have to. I feel like you'd have to change everything. Like, you'd have to get rid of playoffs and just make it a strict
yeah,
table.
no, yeah,
Which will
Yeah.
never
no, and
Uh,
happen.
that's kind of what I've always wanted. But whatever.
It's
Well,
never gonna happen, and it's too many
yeah,
playoffs.
It,
it's too Americanized.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's North America. It'd be tough.
yeah.
Is it the Larry Bird? Because that'd be kind of crazy.
No, Larry Berg.
Berg. Oh, okay.
Oh, I heard Larry Bird
Me
Yeah,
and
too, and I
Cards
was
were like
sorry,
like,
Larry
sorry.
Bird.
I was
All
like,
right, sorry.
huh?
Berg. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, he's
Um,
former owner or something of LAFC,
Oh,
something to
great.
do with them. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
or maybe still owns
I
them,
also
but has to divest. I don't know.
I also want to give two shout outs to we'll stay in North America before we move out to the world of football if there's anything you guys want to talk about. But two things. First and foremost, if you haven't seen it, I would go watch. The guy's name is Vogel or Vogele or something. I read it, I didn't hear it, but we have qualified for the U20 World Cup
Mhm.
through a wonderful goal. If you haven't seen it, I go check it out. A half volley, back spinning from outside the box, goes top bins, and Canada has qualified for the U20 World Cup. So I want to give a shout out to that, as
Yeah, they
well
play
as
Mexico next
Bruh.
semifinals.
the 5 year anniversary of the women's team winning the gold medal at the Olympics. Christine
Has it been
Sinclair is one
five
of my
years already?
goats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
Wow.
5 years.
Wow.
So I want
Wow.
to give that a
First
shout out
time,
because
man.
that was one of my favorite moments in Canadian soccer history. So shout out
Good shout.
to Canada on both of those
Shout out
fronts. But
Julia Grosso
Good shout. Shout
for
out
shout out
winning that.
Julia
Walter.
Grosso. Shout out
Shout
that
out
For winning
panther.
that.
Walter Sedin, son of Henrik Sedin, on the Canada's U20 squad.
Yes, as well. I saw that.
Shout
Yeah.
out.
Oh
Shout
yeah,
out.
I saw
Do
that
you know
too.
who he replaced?
No.
It was Shola. Shola went down
Oh, was
injured.
it?
No.
Okay, I didn't
And
even know
Sidney
that
replaced
part.
him.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
Well, I do love my guy Shola still, so love
He's a
them
good
both. I
interview.
love them both.
I
Yeah.
wrote a
We love
story on
Shola
him.
on the pod.
I wrote a
We do
story
love
on
Yeah,
him
we're
for
big.
we probably could actually, you know what? I wrote a story on him for him joining the U20s and then
Yeah.
it just never got posted.
Tough.
Trying to figure
All
that
right.
out.
Anything
Oh,
else
also,
that
no KDB to enter Miami. Thank God.
Mhm.
Thank
yeah.
God.
Yeah. And
I
no
saw I
no
saw that
Salah
floating
to
He's too
around. I
young.
was like,
Yep.
no Salah to Kansas City either. He went the Turkish route, which
Which is
is
very
took
weird.
a few of us by surprise. But
Comes with a free hair transplant.
what do we
You already got that.
what do we think? What do we think of the current transfer market? Are there any big moves that have happened in recent weeks that we're all shocked by? As a United fan, I'm going to bring a prop in any second now. Here, I'll just bring it now. This is a picture that I got.
Oh boy.
The
Oh,
1968.
Oh, it's
Here, I'll
blurry.
unzoom myself. 1968 United
bruh.
team. Like an old
Holy.
picture
look, it's
that I
Hendrik's
got.
favorite player.
Pretty sick. It is. Yes, it is. My guy Bobby, Sir Bobby, right there. Um, but yeah, we've Tielemans has come in. We've got Andre Silva
Uh,
from Chelsea. Garnacho going to Villa for
Yeah.
like 35 million. I don't even understand how that how did United get less money than
And
Chelsea did
now,
for Garnacho?
now, Man City are gonna give us bags. I'm talking Brinks truck bags for both Pedro Neto and Malo Gusto.
Yeah, but you
Goodbye.
got
Get them
yeah, but you
out.
yeah, but you're not gonna be able to use that money because you're getting a transfer ban again.
They have a
Have you heard
league.
about this?
Suspended transfer ban. So
Yeah.
actually, we just have to be good
You
boys
got
and nothing
you,
happens.
you got to yeah.
Well, now we have the
We'll
big
see.
Diamande move now too.
Yeah,
That's
that's
gonna
Well,
finally
we'll
be
see if that
confirmed.
Yeah.
actually happens. Romano's on a bit of a
He's
stinker.
on
it's like
fraud
today,
watch.
like just happened. Like
He's on fraud watch.
no,
Romano's on.
it's
He's getting.
official though now.
No, it's
Literally as
official
like an
now.
hour
It
ago.
is
I know,
official, but he's still on fraud watch.
but he's
Yeah,
still on fraud watch.
I'm aware of
See,
that.
Santia, you're joining you're hopping on the bandwagon. This guy's a fraud, man. I'm telling
He
you.
has
Yo,
been missing so much, man.
He's getting called out by other
Yeah,
journalists.
yeah.
You
No,
know,
he's
how
been
crazy
missing
that
so much,
is.
man.
this guy is like, oh man, he's one
David
bad move
Ornstein,
away,
man.
man.
David
The
Um,
lights
Ornstein,
got too bright.
never wrong.
Juve, well, speaking of transfer news, Spalletti's trying his best to force Jonathan David out of the door. They played Chelsea yesterday in a friendly, got subbed in the 45th minute and subbed out in like the 70th. So he's making it really clear that he does not want David there for the start of the season. Now, contracts in soccer, it doesn't really matter what the team wants. It's really just up to the player because if he says, screw you, I'm not leaving, you either buy him out or you sit him. So I think David's gonna stay. Juve did just sign Kula Mwani finally after 2 damn years negotiating with PSG. So they brought in
So
another striker.
overpriced.
Very overpriced, but not as bad. PSG wanted like 50 mil minimum. They paid 35 and it can move up to 50, I think. They're still looking at another striker, but it all depends on if David gives the okay to leave.
So they're looking at Xerxes as well.
Yeah, don't. Just flat out don't. Signing guys from
I
United.
think I
Well,
think
you know what?
He was
Track
I think
he
you
record.
was
actually
good. He
I
was
think you
good in
actually signed him.
Italy.
Yeah, but
I
He
honestly,
was.
I think it'd be best for both parties if they do sell David because I just think he needs to be somewhere where he's playing consistently and scoring and getting his confidence back up, so that when he does play for Canada, he doesn't become a meme across the
Oh, fair.
world, a
now,
bad meme.
I actually think Xerxes, because the Serie A is just a bit of a slower paced league. I think he would be so much better over there than he
Yeah,
is in the
I'd
Prem.
rather him as the backup than Milik, who to me is like a skinwalker at this point. He's not a real person.
that
The
is a
guy's been
cryptid right
literally
there.
I haven't seen that guy in like 3 years.
Yo,
He's
Dude,
even
Milik
playing
is
him, but he
so
hasn't been
funny.
there.
This guy comes
Speaking
in.
of,
Sorry, go on, Ben.
sorry, Santi, no, go for it. No, go for it, Santi.
Milik signed this gigantic like 4-year deal 5 years
Oh my
ago,
God.
mind you. The deal should have expired, but because Juventus are idiots, they decided to take that last year's wage, cut it into two, and extend him a further year because it was too much money, which is just dumb. This guy dies every time he touches the pitch. I'm shocked he didn't get hurt yesterday against Chelsea. If I'm being like
On
very
that
serious.
pitch too. Did you see how bad that pitch was?
Hey, it was bad enough, but Jagrova hit a banger.
In Beijing, I think. Oh my God,
No,
dude! I
Hong
can't
Kong,
believe
Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Yeah, I can't believe they put like professional clubs on that. Like, I'm surprised Lavia didn't like tear
Well,
something because
Lavia
that
and
guy
Bremer
always
almost
gets
got
hurt.
into a scrap. Did you see that? Bremer like threw him, and Lavia ran back and tried to hit him.
Mhm.
Lavia shouldn't touch anybody, bro. That guy's made of literal fiberglass.
Him and Milik,
Goodness,
5 rounds, main event. Let's see who
And
survives.
you guys
nobody.
mentioned Tones. You mentioned Skinwalker. We have to mention Kulisevsky is apparently back in training
No.
for. Do you even remember who that is? He's
Did you?
been
Yes, I
injured
remember
with
who
like a
I
with like a
loved
back
it.
injury for like 2 years. You just like random injury. No one even knows what it is. People are saying back, hip, whatever. No one
I
knows
loved him
why.
at
He just
Juve.
hasn't been around for like
I heard
Mhm.
two
some other
years. It's
funny
crazy.
rumors about him. I know, obviously,
Oh,
they're probably not true, but
yeah, like it's
that he
just been
was.
it's been so, or even your guy's back. Mudryk is back.
Yeah,
Oh my God,
Who would have thought we would have
loan
seen him
him,
again?
loan
that was
him,
Oh my God,
funny.
loan
Please
him.
loan him.
I love
Oh,
how a Chelsea fan doesn't say sell him. A Chelsea fan says
loan
loan
him.
him.
No,
You
cause
guys
no,
love a good loan.
no,
That's a
because
good one.
like give him a chance. I just feel like because he's been gone for so long that like just like throwing him in there at like the highest level like for Chelsea is a bit
Yeah.
much. You know, like let him get some reps in somewhere else, see what he does. I've never really been high on him anyway. So like even if they do sell him, I'm not gonna like be mad about it. But I'd rather loan
Yeah,
him and just give him a bit of a chance.
But
see
that's
what
the
happens.
Chelsea
But
formula. They loan them for 6 months, and then that jacks up the price, and some stupid team signs them for more money.
Good
hey,
business. That's good
Depressing, man.
business.
For sure.
Well,
Can I mention one
that's
thing, sorry,
yeah.
before
Go for
we're
it.
about to finish off? Just bringing it back to Canada for a second, because I don't think we mentioned it. Friendly was announced the other day,
Yeah.
playing the
yeah, I did
US
see
once
that. Yeah.
again. First time since we beat them in the Nations League third place match. So that'll be exciting. I think it's in
Yeah,
October. I
Where
want to
is
No
say,
it?
torn
just wanted to make
ACLs.
sure
I'll
we
be
got that in.
there.
Nobody tear their ACL, please.
Yeah. Just wanted to
Yeah.
make sure I got that in there because we always like a good Canada US matchup.
Yeah, that's a good way to end it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been our recap of the New York City FC game, our preferred starting 11, and just us touching on any other general news in world football. From me, your host Ben Griffith, joined by Anthony Santia, Anthony Lancione, and Ethan Gabor. This has been episode 27, brought to you by Offside Boys. Make sure to stay offside and check out www.offsideboys.com for any retro jerseys you're looking for. But yeah, that's been it. Until next time,
Whoa.
peace.
See
Stay
ya.
outside.
Yes, sir.
Boom.